Alright, hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. If you're watching this on Twitch, I'm streaming a bit earlier than I usually do since I have the day off. And since this is a bit of a test to see how things go, I'm using something very low commitment. That being Final Fantasy XIV's PvP mode. For those who don't play, the game used to be infamous for terrible PvP, but they completely revamped it in Endwalker's 6.1 patch, and now it's actually fairly popular. The jobs work in PvP completely differently than they do in the PvE mode. So while I have a bunch of things here, the PvP mode is actually quite different. Actually, I can even show that off. Wolves didn't appear since this automatically sets me to PvP. Here we are. As you can see, things are a lot more simple. Here, everyone gets a self-heal and a status cleanse, as well as a defense, as well as a block ability. And, of course, everyone gets their own unique limit break, rather than the limit breaks being role-specific like they are in PvE. Like, normally, the tank limit break reduces the entire party's damage taken, but in this game mode, Relentless Rush unleashes a flurry of blade strikes. Basically, it's a channeled ability that deals damage to all enemies around for a short period of time. It also has a finisher that stuns foes. The finisher I can activate manually, or it'll activate on its own if the timer runs out. The main thing is Drawn Junction. If this sounds familiar, like from Final Fantasy VIII, that is blatantly what it is a reference to. It upgrades my combo to the immediate end, which is really good, because normally it takes a good 3-hit combo before it gets to the big one. And the Junction cast, well, like in Final Fantasy VIII, I take power from the enemy and I get a special ability based on what their role was. Usually I'm going to be junctioning a DPS so that I have some good burst damage along with Double Down, which is like in PvE, it's a really good AoE nuke, but more importantly, mixed with a DPS one, you can really shred someone's health meter. Here we are. But I can also junction a tank to get an additional defensive cooldown on top of guard, or I can junction a healer, which will of course give me the self-heal. Well, a heal in general, because I can also give it to party members, although if I get the healer junction, 9 times out of 10 you're going to see me using it on myself. Because while the tanks are all completely different from one another, Paladin is pretty much a dedicated support. For example, the Warrior and Gunbreaker are both heavily aggressive, but the Gunbreaker is about the junction technique, while Warriors are more about making sure enemies can't use the guard at all. So yeah, the tanks are pretty heavily offensive except for the Ooh, Battle Bread. I never touched the Wolf's Den, the last structured PvP mode. Team Astro. I like the neat little portraits everyone makes. The other one was just the characters staring forward as the default, so don't be surprised if most are doing that. I really like my Gunbreaker outfit. I do admit I had some help putting it together, but it really came out well, I think. I guess I did mention before, even when I was leveling Dark Knight, that I typically preferred the rogue type of tank gear, heavy rogue tank gear rather than the heavy plate armor. And Gunbreaker usually has those, although this is a generic one from the outfit the top I'm using is from the Nier Automata raid, so. Junction. I gotta get the Paladin's pure support, so I gotta get back here. Standard issue elixir is something that all jobs get. It just instantly heals all HP and MP, but it takes 4 seconds to cast, so. Darn it. Almost got away there. The surprise of no one, ninjas are extremely fast and good at taking out single targets. Them and monks are the main assassin type PvP characters. So if you feel a particularly you in particular, definitely go for ninja or for a monk. Paladins are completely incapable of killing anything, but they're very annoying because they protect allies and are very difficult to, well, as long as their cooldowns are up, they're difficult to take out. Red mages are about what you'd expect. They're a bit of everything. Good party support, good damage. Well, if I'm getting him to focus on me, that means... Well, I kept 3 people busy. Hopefully that was enough for my team there. Yep, they were so busy focused on. And that's the big thing to pay attention to as the Gunbreaker. Be very aggressive and get people focusing on you so that they don't pay attention. Though granted, that doesn't always work out sometimes. This is for better or for worse. Like, I have had plenty of matches where I have 3 people focusing on me, and yet my entire team dies against 4v2. I have no idea how that works, but I guess it does remind me of times in a MOBA where I would have the exact same thing going on. Back in now. I guess while I'm doing this, I can discuss my MOBA experience here. Mostly my experience is from Dota 2, although I have played a number of others like Heroes of the Storm or Pokemon Unite. In the general sense, to the surprise of absolutely no one, I prefer Dota 2, although I've not played League of Legends, I'm sure I do know the difference between it and Dota. It's perfectly fine if you prefer that one, honestly. Pokemon Unite, I can appreciate them wanting to make a more casual MOBA, but I'm gonna be honest and say Heroes of the Storm is better. Or at least it was before it's gone into maintenance mode. We've got a healer on our team. Unfortunately, no healer on the enemy, so I can't junction the heal ability. I mean, obviously, it's within my best interest to have the burst option available, but having the burst then swapping to a heal, also that I can last longer when distracting 2 or 3 people, or more sometimes, if I'm lucky, at a time can be quite helpful. Dark Knight. Dark Knight is a bit complex in this mode. Their limit break reduces their HP to 1 and makes it so they can't die for a few seconds, and the amount of damage they dealt is based upon how much HP they had before they reduced it to 1. So the healthier they are, the more they can absolutely nuke everyone. Black mages deal ridiculously high amounts of damage if you aren't paying attention to them. This game in Pokemon, I swear, the only ones where taking damage doesn't wake up someone who's sleeping. Oh, shoot. I was hoping keeping a couple distracted would help, but evidently not. Well, they're stunned, but that's not doing much to help now, is it? I probably shouldn't have used my limit break there, but it's whatever. It takes limit breaks charge either slow, medium, or fast, and I believe Gunbreakers have a medium one. Paladins have an extremely slow one, though, so which is good because they have a standard invincible for a few seconds, and nearby party members take reduced damage. It is extremely good if used right, so... Yeah, the surprise of no one, Black Mages are basically turrets that can absolutely obliterate your team if you're not paying attention to them, which is why I decided to prioritize that one when I saw him just sniping everyone. And speaking of snipe, Gunbreakers are also about the same. They can deal a lot of damage if you aren't being careful. Yeah, their limit break deals about half my max HP. I don't remember if it's a fixed or percentage damage, but I know it absolutely kills me if I'm below half HP, so I need to pay attention to that, or else I get a full, or else they can be an absolute firing squad. Like in that one scene from Return of the Obra Dinn. Should honestly probably be using the tanks. The ninja's limit break is extremely simple. If the enemy is below half HP, half their max HP, instant kill. It also reduces the cooldown towards their next one, so they absolutely snowball. Monk's limit break, I believe, is just heavy damage, but... Let's see the mage doing something, but... not much else. Well, I guess I could have been doing better as well. I mean, I was the one who wasted my limit break, so... next. Better look next time. I believe I almost have all the Garo mounts now that I think about it. I never thought I'd get Woven Plate armor as my first achievement for the structured PvP. The game basically has two main PvP modes. Crystalline Conflict is the, as you can see, the 5v5 mode. Frontline is the main group mode, where it's 75 players, 3 alliances per team. Pretty big, but also kind of a complete mess. In a good way, I guess. In a good way. Yeah. Garo mounts. I've received these 2, which means I just need this one. I'm actually quite close to it. I also have all titles from the distributable priest, so that's good. The Garo event came in Heaven's Ward, left in Shadowbringers, and came back as of Endwalker, so it's functionally functionally permanent content, even though it's technically classified as an event. And for the record, the maps do walk on a rotation in this mode, so sooner or later, I'm gonna start getting some new backgrounds, including new mechanics. This is the most popular one, though, because it doesn't have too many gimmicks to it. Actually, I have a healer this time, so I can get that one if so necessary. I think the painting emote... That's actually from one of the Stormblood raids, but I guess they decided to make it into an emote. I think it's a cash shop one. Maybe not. There we are. I'll look it up in a bit. It might not be cash shop, I have to check. Luckily, this game doesn't abuse it too much, although it's definitely my least favorite part of the game. I know, hot take, right? I need to get past here. I need to get my MP back. Checkpoint requires a good few seconds to activate, so... Here we are. The debuff makes them take more damage from all sources, so they should be... yeah. I was able to let the team take out 2 of them, even though I died. But you can probably see there why the Gunbreaker Limit Break is considered a relatively weaker one. Ultimately, since it's channeled, it is entirely possible to interrupt it. Technically, stunning won't stop the Gunbreaker, but killing them will. So if you kill me before the ultimate goes off, you're safe. Alright, he can't die for a few seconds. His attacks do heal him, though, so you do have to be careful, but... Why didn't that... Darn. Guess so. Yeah, if you know what to do, you can chain stun someone to prevent them from being dangerous. However, a Gunbreaker doesn't have that many stuns available to them. The Limit Break is pretty much it. Even the Junctions don't offer any, unfortunately. Can't do much if his HP is low. Healers, well, they don't all heal, weird as that probably sounds to say. Yeah, they do have a lot of support that is very game-changing if used properly. Even the Astro on our team has a few skills that can really turn the tide if used well, so I usually like to focus them down. Again, each job is different, so for example, Sage, which I played a few times, doesn't actually have any direct party heals on it. But their ultimate makes it so that anyone who takes damage... Darn it. I might be able to show it off, actually. Yeah, Mesotes. Basically, you put a barrier at a location. Party members in it cannot be damaged by anything outside of the barrier. Enemies can go in the barrier to damage them, but then they get a high damage DOT effect, damage over time effect, in order to discourage them going in there. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, since if you're outside, you don't take damage, but you can't harm anyone inside, and if you're inside, you can't harm them, but you take damage constantly. It can absolutely turn the tide of a match if used well, but I YOLO a bit too much for that, so I figure I should play something that actually likes to YOLO. Season 2. Solid bronze. I only made it to bronze last time, unfortunately, but that's because I didn't play it very often. I'm already at silver now, as you probably noticed, so I should be able to go a bit further. It just requires me to be a bit more smart about my decisions. I do like the whole junction situation with Gunbreaker. I guess it feels like no matter which one I choose, I'm losing something. Like, I usually do default to good damage, which is good, but it does, by definition, it means I can't have any self-healing or additional mitigation, but if I have those, I don't have the burst to finish off enemies in most cases, so. But they can't make it so they get 2 junctions, because that's way too good. Having a heal and a mitigation will make it impossible to kill me, despite having far more damage than a paladin. So I'll be as durable as a paladin with more damage. Or if I have damage and sustain, and that's makes me a lot more durable than a warrior while also having more strength, and that's a bit too much. Sadly, I don't know how to fix it because, well, the whole point of PvP Gunbreaker is the junction system, and working based on that to be aggressive. I don't know, maybe they should make it even more like the Final Fantasy VIII, where it's single use, but it's more impactful. That would also require using Junction a lot more, since I only use it once or twice well, no, I use it a few times in some matches, but it's really dependent. Like now, I don't think I'll be using it much at all, since... Well, we'll see how it goes. Last time, I absolutely should have swapped it to the defensive cooldown, because there was absolutely no way I was killing any of those DPSers. I like different running animations of the sprint and swift sprint. You know what? Screw it. Oh, what do you know? They're all focusing on me. I have 3 people focusing on me. If my team can't get this, this is not my fault. Okay, with this damage increase. Reaper is my PvE main, but I don't use in this mode a lot because they're honestly one of the weaker jobs. I mean, and thanks for letting me heal, but I don't think you should have let me do that. How can I help? Scattergun forces the party members apart. Maybe I should be using the... Well, if they're focusing on me, by all means. What was my team doing? They should have been at the checkpoint by now. Or did they just respawn and I missed it? Well, either way, I did my job. 3 people were focusing on me for an extended period of time. I kind of wish sprint worked like it does in PvE, like it does here. It ends upon reuse or execution of a new skill. Yeah, he probably saw me doing that, but... There we are. I need to heal up, and absolutely nothing else matters right now. Now, I do know where that Black Mage is going, and I need to distract them. There we are. They're down. There we are, all dead. There we are. That's another... Reaper's another one that... Limit Break that unfortunately is a little weak because you can kill them to end it early. Alright, they're gonna respawn in a minute, so let's... Yeah, sorry, Black Mages are extremely dangerous. I cannot let you have a free moment. Otherwise, you're gonna kill my team. Paladin I'm not worried about because they can't kill anything. Well, I mean, they can, but it's gonna be like... we'll die sometime within the next 2 years. That said, you can't really just ignore them either, because they can and will protect important allies. Like, if he was staying near the Black Mage, he absolutely could have invalidated what I was attempting to do, so... Well, you have to make a judgment call based on the situation, I guess. I won't claim to be an expert on this mode, so if someone is, feel free to correct me, but... So far, that's what I've noticed, based on it. What's going on so far. So, again, I am just spitballing based on what I've played. I'm making a much bigger effort this season than last. paint him. Oh, apparently the paint emote is from treasure maps. That is very interesting. Black mages and machinists are the main turrets, where they want to just sit back and snipe people while their party members are in the fray, so I absolutely don't want to let them... Alright, so this machinist, their rear end is going to be a chase the entire time. Well, oh, that doesn't sound nearly as funny as it was in my head, darn it. But yeah, I cannot let them rest easy no matter what, or else they will act as a firing squad, taking out each and every one of my teammates, and I can't allow that. If I could keep Samurai, well, Samurai are standard melee DPS, so they're given that they actually bypass a lot of guard, so just having your shield up won't protect you from them. They're basic high damage melee, and that absolutely includes... White mage. Okay, never mind. Bigger threat here. White mages have a stun that you cannot debuff with the status cleanse. I cannot let you... They also have standard heals, you can see, but it's limited in charges. So, by forcing the healer to waste their charges on themselves, I am absolutely helping my team. Yeah, the fact they had to waste Aqua Veil on themselves is pretty good. Although it seems that the rest of my team had the same idea. Ooh, we just lost the majority of our team members here. Pretty sure our machinist is about to die, so I'm gonna see if I can save him. Alright, regroup. Alright, wait for more people to respawn. If I go in now, I'm just distracting them for no reason. Come on, we need more people respawning. Alright, everyone's respawned. Junction. The heal. I need that heal. This poor healer, they're not being backed up by their team at all. Yeah, Miracle of Nature I cannot cleanse, so it's a bit of a waste to try. Well, at least I stole it from them. A white mage is actually a massive help for the team, so the fact I'm basically forcing them to waste all their stuff on... Good, they wasted their limit break on me. This healer limit break increases healing they do for a little while, stuns all enemies in the line AoE, and of course does damage. It also charges fairly quickly, but the fact they wasted it on me instead of my team means I have absolutely gained more than they did. I can keep them distracted for a bit, but if their samurai goes after me, my guard won't save me. As I said, samurai specialize in piercing guard effects. Okay, good. I'm back. The paladin must be out of his self-healing if he's this low. Dang it. Yeah, this is why you really need to focus heal. This is why, in my opinion, you really want to focus the healers, because that white mage single-handedly kept those guys from dying sooner than they otherwise would have. I'm gonna have to keep that heal on me because I need to distract this healer at all costs. You cannot have a spare moment. You will not have a spare moment to yourself. The paladin just wastes his limit break. Yeah, and you're not getting to heal your buddies there, buddy. Defeat. Yeah, that healer knew that his best bet was to try and ignore me and try and support the team best he could in spite of that. Whatever. Wolfen spiked Subligar. Actually, let's take a look at the achievements real quick. Oh, right, it's all right. Crystalline Triumph. The Arbiter. The Feast was what the structured 5v5 PvP mode was before now. Ravenous Wolf. Battlebred, just participate. The Born Triumph. Young and Relentless, the Devourer. Stalwart to Remember, the Unmoving. Yeah, I never thought my first one for this structured PvP would be the tank one, but here I am. Stalwart to Remember. A Slayer to remember. The Unseen. A Sniper to remember. A Spellcaster to remember. The Undamaged. A Sawbones to remember. What was it to knock you out? Oh, I'm actually very close to this achievement. I seriously didn't realize that, but I guess I am extremely aggressive. Label Setter. Oh, I do have the Fae pup. The dog and its Fae. Every dog has its Fae. Polonne's Cupbearer. Might as well claim this reward here. Alright, let's take a look at the minion list here. My favorite one is the Morpho, just because it worked well with my, well, the original is because it worked well with my red mage outfit, since it was blue to match. I just keep it because I'm too lazy to change it. Okay, pup, well put in the blackness of the void and raised a proud and merciless killer. This deceptively adorable pup does not obviously take well to companionship. The rare exception, however, has been made for those who've shown they do not back down in fear. Pup that he is, having a trophy, he will mean much to him. What's this one? Oh, this is the Beast Tribe one from the Arxidora, the elephant people. The Hippo Riders turn to the great work to create these mammoths as a gift for their patrons. Garbed in a traditional Thavnarian outfit, it boasts the appeal as a local souvenir, and redoubtable merchants of Yel'Amad are eyeing ways to profit from them. Never have I felt so invigorated as Arxidora fighting by my side. Oh, Byakko Cub. While not the actual progeny of the thousand-year-old Auspice lore, this recreation in newborn form is sought after by and hoping to see their luck turn for the better. Genbu may be the oldest, but Byakko's got to be the fuzziest. Yeah, for Stormblood, you fight the 4 Heavenly Kings, Byakko, Genbu, Shiryu, and Suzaku. They were pretty fun fights, I think, although it did feel a little anticlimactic. It did at least have the neat reward in that they did, in fact, simply give us a huge treasure chest of money, which, of course, our character chose to give to Tataru and the Scions to help fund our efforts, which I think they did I think they might have briefly mentioned it in Endwalker. But yeah. It was nice going on a big adventure, and our reward was just straight up money. Just a boatload of cash in exchange for our efforts. Don't get me wrong, I do like... Don't get me wrong, I do get our character is selfless and therefore does things just to be helpful where possible, but at the same time, sometimes it's nice to work on a big major threat and have a reward be actual cash for our efforts. And like I said, it did get donated to the Scions, which obviously got put to good use during the events of Endwalker, so... I do have a stream, my stream VODs for those if you want to check on Twitch or YouTube. If you're watching this, it'll probably be on YouTube, in which case, feel free to check the playlist for that. Oh right, I forgot to queue up. Silly me. I didn't want to interrupt my little discussion there, but yeah. The quest, yeah, the reputation quest for Endwalker so far is just the elephant people, the Arxidora, and I thought it was pretty funny. A bunch of hooligan teenagers or drift racing hippos was something that sounded like a meme, but no, that is actually the case. And your work for the reputation is largely to help improve their standing with the community, get an honest job, and work forward. Huh. Sounds surprisingly mundane when I put it like that. Rest assured there was the game's usual brand of silliness with it. It's with a character who is scared of the elephants because, you know, they're big and strong and imposing. Oh yeah, I guess I have the mount from that as well, since I completed it. Hippo cart. Drawing upon the design of chocobo carriages, a collective of Arxidora youths invented this 2-wheeled hippo cart. Sunshade cloth incorporates techniques used in Corvosi flying carpets, and grants both the cart and the hippo the ability to fly. Hippo cart can outrun most anything in this jungle. Yeah, since they're too heavy for horses and chocobos, they made do and decided to go with hippos. That's why the Arxidora use hippo carts. Well, there is I guess technically the storyline does have an overarching theme about finding your place in the world beyond just getting a job and working a 9-to-5 or whatever, because that sounds rather boring, but you can find your place if that feels right, yes. And great. Ooh. Alright, yeah, this healer, They're gonna be at the end of my Gunblade for the entire match. Professor Rabbit. I've debated if I want to change my character to the Hrothgar or the Bunny Boys, Vera males if they added. Weird as it sounds, Final Fantasy XIV is the first time we have ever seen male Vera, let alone played as them. And that's good, because that means future Final Fantasy games are less likely to be hesitant to include them, since, well, they've always been female exclusive. Not anymore. This is just my opinion, but I don't like when MMOs block stuff behind gender or race. That healer, I need to stop the healing. Of course, it might help if, holy crap. Yeah, these are two snipers here. Ooh, this is... Well, that's very frustrating, but at least the Dragoon also knows to go after them. Oh, that healer's using the Shadowbringer relic weapon for the healer. A lot of people don't like the Shadowbringer's relic's final stage, but I think it's mostly that it's one of those weapons that looks a lot better in action than when you're just looking at it by itself. Yeah, healer. Well, there are 3 people focusing on me. Please tell me my team was able to get the point back. Okay, no, we weren't. Regardless of what team you're on, your team is always listed as blue on your HUD and red for the enemy. Or what if you set the colorblind options, whatever colors you set them to. Need to wait for the other guys to revive. Oh no, you ain't getting away. You are not getting away. He's not going to let me just to hide there, but... Well, the important thing is I kept them busy, and because of that, we were able to get our crystal a bit further along than we otherwise might have, so I've done my job. That's the beauty of a Gunbreaker. Although, if we're honest, I'm pretty sure I could do the same as Warrior and technically do a better job, since they're high... Warriors are actually high tier in this mode. But hey, like I said, I do like junctioning people, so... Yeah, if you don't pay attention to the healers, that happens. Pretty much... Oh no, he didn't feel because of the healers, because the heart potion that was there. Oops. Yeah, this is definitely one where I'm better off using the healers junction. Or the tanks. Although I think the healer might be a little better in this. Yeah, they all limit broke me. The Black Mage limit break is that purple aura. It basically makes it so they no longer have to worry about casting times. I think it's for a fixed number of attacks rather than a time duration, but yeah. Black Mage is absolutely the glass cannon job. They have the lowest HP of everyone, but, well, the damage you've seen them unleash upon me speaks for itself. I can't be letting him distract me. I need to get to the white mage over here. I think we're gonna lose this one. As far as I'm aware, you can't D-level, but that's probably something I best not push. Professor Rabbit. Some of the names people make in this game are rather amusing, although I guess that's always been the case as long as online games. Not a bad outfit at all. This is a volcano area. This is my least favorite one, and if you're not familiar with this game, you'll see why very, very shortly. On the surface, it seems rather similar to the other one, but that's gonna change. Damn it! Why I keep getting caught on the corner? Now, the Tataru outfit I know for a fact is cash shop. For the most part, the cash shop in this game is NPC exclusive outfits, past event and past seasonal event items. It's nothing too major, honestly, and I do appreciate them sticking to that if we have to, although, like I said, I'd rather we not have it at all. Miracle of nature. Without the DPS one, I don't have the damage to kill them. Yeah. Now, for the record, you can use stuff like draw or push effects in order to force enemies to take damage from the... There we are. Waste of that, so let's do this. Well, I got the heal off. Well, rather, I junctioned the heal right before it ended. Maybe I should be more aggressive with changing stuff. Igneous matter spews forth. Ooh, here we go again. Hardcore. Wow, they obliterated me. Dang, I was getting so many. Whatever. I was getting so many wins yesterday when I was playing here, but now I'm just embarrassing myself live on stream. Well, hopefully that's what you signed up. That's something you can potentially sign up for when going here. Okay, everything's sold, it looks like. Sand fox. Wait. There actually is a breed of fox that has that perpetually bored look. Speaking of which, this is weapons. This is gonna date the video a bit, but I am intrigued at the fact the new relics have been announced to be Manderville weapons. I hope they don't look too ridiculous, but then again, I guess it's kind of... Well, I guess if all else fails, I could just purchase the Hades gun blade and use that as the skin for my my gunbreaker here. Although I do like how a lot of these gun blades look. Summoner, Dark Knight. They're using the default portrait, which could be either really good or really bad. He's using the elephant, the Arxidora costume with the frog head. Hydratos. Interesting. That's not the final Stormblood knife. That's not the final Stormblood relic for the ninja. Unfortunately, the fact they don't have any healers means my ability to damage is going to be very... There we are. Yeah, I don't care. Well, I'll drag them, see if I can drive them back here where before they realize, wait, we're back at spawn. I stole one of their items. Oh, you probably shouldn't have followed me to my death, but thank you. Here we are. Our team is struggling back here. I guess I should have known. That's gonna kill me. No, it's not. There we are. Oh crap, he can't die for a few seconds. Ah, so hitting me does wake me up. Good to know. Wonder if he's realized that's his limit break. He just wasted it on a tank that was already dead. Well, I pulled him away from my team. Hopefully that buys them at least a bit of time, but not looking good. Fortunately, since I have no healers, I can't junction something to help them with. I need to go ahead and distract. Yeah, they're up here, so they're going to be distracted. Yeah, it looks... Yeah, I got screwed because the Dark Knight uses Limit Break. Looks like me and our Dark Knight have our Limit Break, so... We should actually win this, as long as we get them off the point. It doesn't matter how far... we need to fall back. I need to heal up. I died by 2 plus. We're all dead. I think this is over. Dang, they really made a comeback right at the last second. My Limit Break is ready. It's over. Should have used my Limit Break before people were around to take advantage of that. Dang, they came back at the last second. Unfortunately, the Black Mage did exactly what he needed to. Use a knockback or stun, and ignore me, basically. While I can deal some pretty good burst damage, it's only some good burst damage. I can't sustain it. They actually have a healer this time, so I can junction the heal off that at least. Although I definitely need to keep focused on them at all times. Especially if I can junction damage dealing and then attack them and then junction. Darn it, he was almost dead. That's what I get. Yeah, that's what I get for not focusing the healer. Yeah, she's doing the smart thing by just ignoring me and doing her own thing anyway. Which is unfortunate. Alright, yeah. The fact they're being forced to waste their crowd control and stuff on me is really good. Well, I appreciate the Sage trying to save me with that shield. Yeah, she is completely ignoring me, and you can see by the fact that she just used her ultimate to get rid of our ninja. Didn't really care that I was even there. Although me jumping right into that beam was probably not the smartest move, I'd say. What the? That just instantly killed me. I guess I should have junctioned the tank. Then again, it was just two of us against the entire group. But at the same time, if we didn't, they'd have just won early, so... Yeah, you can feel this... Yeah, feel the salt when they say, well, nice job, over and over. Probably a good thing you have to use fixed chat there, because the salt would flow really well. I mean, you can chat normally in Frontline, the large-scale PvP, and you can bet your sweet bippy everyone's salty as hell there. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's no Dota 2 in terms of how salty people are, but there's still a lot of frustration going around. That does not look anything like Mordred. And yes, I know they might not be referring to the Fate one in particular, but if that's was the case, they'd probably be playing a male character. Gee. Luckily, Rathalos was indeed permanent content. So if you want to do the Monster Hunter raid battle, you still can. And like in Monster Hunter, you do have to farm a bit. Although the farming in this game is far more generous, my understanding. Although granted, I guess the constant updates also mean it's probably better that's the case, especially since anyone going for it nowadays will be doing it largely for the look to apply to more recent stuff. In general, anything that's old content gets made a lot easier to farm. Like, if you want to farm one of the mounts from one of the relevant ones, like the Endwalker Final Boss mount drop, that's about a 3% drop rate, but if you go for the Final Boss of, say, Shadowbringers, they drop at a 30% rate. Likewise, relic weapons are always nerfed to hell and back to be a bit easier. If I embarrass myself again, I'm just gonna swap to Sage. I'm not very good at Sage either, but maybe a change of pace would be nice. We have several healers. I still think healers are some of the more impactful. In fact, you can see what I was talking about if I do decide to swap. But yeah, for now, sorry enemy white mage, but I'm gonna be smacking you very hard. Reminds me. Yeah, these are from the... Someone might be trying to go around. Yeah, someone's trying to go around. I'm Lucia. Hello, Lucia. Oh, crap. I was completely chain stunned there even after Miracle. Oh, it's because of Miracle of Nature, right. Miracle of Nature cannot be cleansed under any circumstances. You just have to wait it out. Yeah, you know the white mage is confident with not even pretending they should stay in the back line. Silence works on all skills, not just magic in this mode, which I think is a good idea. I'm not sure why that white mage is YOLOing, but here they are. Granted, if they just plain feel that confident, I can't really blame them. What am I doing? I need to chase down that white mage no matter what. There we go, I got him. I think he might be out of self-heals if he's not healing that. Oh no, he's got plenty. Have to be careful with the samurai. They have a very good counter ability. Damn it, I got hit by the fire. Oh no, I didn't. The bard got me. These increase my DPS, so why not? Oh crap. Worm thrust. Yeah, that's the Dragoon that got me. I hate using the finisher early, but it takes too long to do it the natural way, unfortunately. I think I'm doing alright now. I just need to, well, no, I'm getting carried by my team, if we're completely honest. Ultimate instantly kills anyone who has a recount. Attacking a samurai can, while they have an effect up, will cause them to take some extra, will cause them to get a reflect something on them, and if you use their ultimate while you have that on you, it instantly kills regardless of HP, so you have to be very careful about attacking them in. But obviously you can't just stop attacking them, so... Latte, please. Oh crap. I didn't realize, I guess that was partially on me, of course, because I didn't realize. Well, whatever. Clearly I'm not doing sufficiently enough. Fine. Let me change the stream title real quick, because we're going Sage. We'll see if I do a bit better this way. Should also probably change my instant portrait here. I have one for each of the jobs I use in PvP regularly. Oh, someone withdrew. This is a pretty good map for Sage anyways, just because when I say nothing outside of the circle can harm you, that includes map hazards. In particular, I'm curious how the Sage relic is going to look. Will it look even more like Swords of Revealing Light, like in the class icon? Fortunately, I must resist my instincts to YOLO because I need to go back, fall back. Because the Sage's Limit Break is one of the most impactful of all, it charges the slowest. Well, one of the slowest. The Samurai was smart trying to stick to me. Fortunately, I think we're going to lose before I even get one limit break, which is going to suck a little. Alright, the limit break is ready. Damn it! Fortunately, if you die, the limit break ends early. This also applies for, say, the Summoner calling Bahamut. Yeah, we just lost, and I'm probably the one single-handedly responsible because I ruined my limit break. Like I said, it protects from hazards. I should have dropped it earlier and not hesitated. In the general sense, you don't really... Well, it can be good to hold your limit break for good situations. There's no limited amount of times you can do it in total, so... Fortunately, there's no way my limit break is going to charge again in time. I don't really want to be the one to have to stand in the circle, but no one else was, and we need to delay it at all costs. Ideally, I'm supposed to be doing what their healers are doing, so just standing back, but I guess we don't have that luxury. Well, their white mage is YOLOing completely, so I don't know. Oh, no, gotta get away, He has a limit break ready. There we are. Legma is absurdly powerful in exchange for being melee only. My limit break is almost ready, and I think we might be able to get it. We just have to get this percentage above 50%, we win. But the problem is, well, my limit break's ready, but I don't think I'm gonna make it in time. We don't have any tanks to hold the line. Q-Bang. We lose. Oh, we did everything we could. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Discord wasn't showing me streaming again. Right. Discord now correctly shows me streaming. I should have used Icarus a bit more, but nah, I didn't get too many opportunities to use it that time. Icarus is a great skill, but I don't always have an easy chance to use it. But this is one of the reasons I do like Sage a lot. A healer with a gap closer is a very interesting... Under the moonlight. Hello, Infinity. I'm just doing some of Final Fantasy XIV's revamped PvP tonight. I was playing Gunbreaker for a while, but it wasn't going too well, so I'm switching over to Sage, see if that works any better. PvP is a lot different from PvE ever since the revamps, so it's like a whole other game. People are actually playing it now, though, so I think hopefully it succeeded at its goal of making it not a regrettable part of the game. One that nobody plays, I mean. Rival Domains is a vaguely MOBA-esque mode, but sadly it's not available right now. Yeah, Rival Wings. Due to revisions being made to the PvP system, this duty is unavailable. Further announcements will be made upon upcoming developments. Glad they aren't completely dropping it, though. No one ever played that mode unless it specifically had an event reward going on. Morpho Knight. Morpho is a type of butterfly. Didn't you know that's what Morpho Knight is based off of? I think I might have mentioned it in a bit earlier, but yeah, the Morpho I use as my mini pet in this game because it worked well with my Red Mage outfit, and I haven't changed it since because, well, I'm lazy. This is my least favorite of the PvP maps because of the fire hazards, but at least as Sage, I can keep that from being an issue for my team. I just need to not hesitate to use it. Last time, my hesitation is what caused us to lose. So as long as I don't do that this time... Funny. Despite being green, the Sage in PvP is not really much of a healer. A support to be sure, but definitely more of a damage dealer and support. Hope the Sage relic looks really nice. Alright. I have to be very careful. That samurai is smart and focuses me down. What am I doing? Alright, we took out the black mage. That's good. I absolutely do not want to be that close to enemies if I can help it. But if my team doesn't want to sit on the point, I don't know what I can do. Did I at least save the Dragoon? No, I did not save the Dragoon. Alright, let's wait for the Dragoon to respawn so we're not going in alone here. Yeah, I don't want Bahamut there. Luckily, after Bahamut does a lot of damage on his initial summon, but the good news is after that, he basically doesn't do much of anything, so you don't have to worry there. My limit break is almost ready. Come on, come on. Haha! How cute, he thought he could, I can move my limit break as well, which is quite nice. Here we are. Yeah, I'll let him get that. There we are. I'm safe in the eye of the storm, so let's do this real quick. Heal up my HP. I didn't see anyone else on the point, so I was hesitant to leave it. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe I should have just left it. As as a gunbreaker, it's easier to justify abandoning the main stuff to protect the point, since holding out there is part of a tank's job, but for a healer, not so much. I need to regroup. Yeah. Get the heal on the entire team. Oh, wow. Best to get this so the enemy doesn't. Let's do this then. Damn it. He stepped in there just for a moment to get it. Yeah, enemies can't hit me if I'm in the shield as long as they're outside of it, but if they step in it, they can do it. They can damage me at the cost of a huge damage over time effect. But if they don't need to worry about dying to that damage over time effect, they can easily take me out, which of course ends the limit break. Once the map shifts, I'll go back to Gunbreaker. It shifts every hour or so, I think. I'm embarrassed, though. I haven't won very much tonight at all, which is a shame, because when I was playing yesterday, I actually did got quite a few wins. In fact, that was the main thing that made me think, maybe I should stream this a bit. I mean, I guess I could always watch the VODs again to see where I was screwing up so that I don't fail as badly next time, but it does mean I don't get to show off as many wins as I was hoping. Grab a drink while I'm waiting. Oh, perfect timing. Finish slurping up a drink, and I can go with my next match. It goes the Makai bow. I have all the Garo titles, so I don't need to worry about that at least. Thank you, Infinity. I'll probably have an easier time once the map rotates. Well, then again, I've been having a rough time all day, so maybe it'll be fun to watch me embarrass myself. At least the samurai's on our side this time, so I won't be constantly nuked by them. Although... Blythe Rogue Marsh. Probably gonna want to protect the samurai or the extra. There we are. Nice. Took out their healer. The enemy monk. Sages are a lot stronger than you'd expect from a healer. Do not underestimate them. Let's get out of here, shall we? Run away! Darn it. I mean, I protected the Dragoon at least, but that's not going to save us. Until Eruption. My Limit Break is almost ready, but it only charges while I'm alive, so more reason to not die. Don't let the Paladin distract you. Damn it! I probably should have been hanging back for that. Actually, I can show off the potency. Let me highlight it. Yeah, Phlegma 2. Oh no, my chat blocker's blocking it. It does 10,000 damage, basically, before taking into account defensive buffs and such, of course. Have to do something here. I don't think it's going to be much of anything, but... yeah, we now have why I don't play Sage very often. I'm too YOLO at it. I'm far too YOLO. I'll do a couple more matches, I guess. Before I swap over, I mean. Looks like the hour's about to swap over, which means the map's gonna change. But yeah, I think I was doing better as Gunbreaker. That doesn't mean I can't do something good as Sage. Oh, those guys are gonna expect healing, which I cannot provide very reliably. I'm sure a Sage that actually knows what they're doing can jump in, nuke them with Phlegma, there, and then teleport to another party member away. Might as well. I can cardio myself at the end of the day if I really need to, so... Absolutely have to abuse my debuff though. Toxicon in this mode increases damage taken. That increases my damage taken, so I gotta get rid of it. Yeah, this came too soon. I don't have my limit break ready. Yeah, I got burned because I was stunned and I couldn't cleanse it. At least the nice thing about Purify, at least, is that it does allow you to, it makes it so that you temporarily can't be afflicted by all of the status effects, but only if it actually cleanses something. So if you do it a bit too early or too late, it won't help you in the least. Oh crap. Mama does a lot of damage on his summon. Granted, he barely does anything after that, even though he technically has a few attacks he can do, but his on-summon effect is the main reason he's so good. It's just a nice nuke. Although, if the summoner that called him dies, he immediately leaves for presumably obvious reasons. No one is standing in my AoE, are you joking? There we are. Well, that was a good use of the limit break, I think. Yeah. I was worried I accidentally grabbed it in his place for him. The red mage. Of course, I'm just in range. Yeah, that was absolutely a snipe. I thought we were making a comeback. Well, we were, thanks to my limit break. Now, you see, that's the power of a limit break, of a Sage limit break used well. You can absolutely make a comeback. I'm gonna have to protect myself with this. I tried to block the point as long as I could. One more match, then I'll go back to Gunbreaker. cutscene and rage. Oh, purple. I think he's, I think that's the Hades weapon. Let's see. Yes, it is. You can tell because it has that neat little aura effect. That is a very purple person. Umbra. Team Astra. I think that's that platinum or crystal rank. Either way, they must have really ranked down. The little circle at the red mage's feet determines whether they're in black magic mode or white magic mode. White gives them party buffs and makes the largely focus, and the enemy debuffs are stuff like silence. Black will root the enemy in place and also focuses a bit more on damaging effects. Basically, while in white magic mode, they have a shield effect on the part. They can give a shield to the party, while if they have a... if it's in black magic mode, they can debuff the entire enemy team. There we are, that's one down. I should probably be focusing on fellow healer, the white mage. Here we are. Get out of here. Interesting. That was his, yeah. I guess because I wasn't attacking him, it barely did anything. Well, the good news is they were a bit distracted by I distracted them a decent amount, but Gunbreaker's a lot better for that because I have a chance of not dying by doing that. I need to grab these so the enemy doesn't. Yeah, he chased me through there. Well, I used it on the entire enemy team, and most of them died, but we did make a comeback. Good. I did my job then. need to stay alive as long as possible simply because this is essential. Yeah, they're focusing me pretty hard. Yeah, 2 of them followed me way further than they should have. Didn't. Looks like it didn't help though. It's getting pushed towards our side now. I don't know how we lost 4v3, but I guess we... There we go, we won one. But yeah, as you can see, the limit break for the Sage is so slow, I'll be lucky if I could usually only get to use it once per match. So I have to be very, very smart about where I use it. Now granted, if overtime goes enough, I can use it again. If so, it's a good way to win overtime, but... I'm gonna do one more as Sage then. And rest assured, I'm well aware it's not just a matter of teammates being bad for all these losses. There is, in fact, a very common thread between all the matches I've been in, and that is that I've been in them. There's a reason I don't claim to be any kind of expert or anything. This is just a bunch of what I'm learning as I go along. Stumbling around, hoping I figure out something. Sage is actually pretty good in PvP modes. I should probably be figuring out how to maximize it over Gunbreaker, I guess. But what can I say? I guess Gunbreaker is just fun. Well, I guess Sage is too, just in a different way. I've always been kind of indecisive, which is why I really appreciate this game allowing me to just have all jobs, no questions asked. Nothing is gender locked, nothing is race locked. I've played so many MMOs where that's the case, so I end up making 12 billion alts of everyone. Oh dang, that guy seems to have a similar outfit to me. I think I was even using that hairstyle before I went for the more long hair pretty boy look. I can give some passive healing thanks to my Cardia, the targeting skill I just used. Since it heals every time I attack, anytime I attack, but all my attacks are on the global, almost all my attacks are on the global cooldown. Toxicon is the only thing that doesn't work on global cooldown. Spell. Yeah, spells are global cooldown, abilities are off of it. So the amount I can mix stuff up is a bit limited. Eleanor Roosevelt. can get this immediately. Damn it. Crap, my ult limit break's not ready. Don't ask how. I didn't realize I was standing right on top of the enemy warrior until I was like, oh, I'm standing on top of an enemy, aren't I? Boom. Funny way to die, at least. And a funny way to show my incompetence. We're completely wiped. I need to stay here until someone else comes back. Damn it! It's no good. I didn't accomplish anything with that, I don't think. Oh no, the warrior ensured that I didn't. Well, that's my one limit break for the match, unless we go into long overtime. Here we are. Damn, white mage limit break. White mages, I think, are currently the most popular job, period, because they have healing, they have the crowd control and damage, and a limit break that charges extremely quickly. That was a bit too risky. And I just got slaughtered there. Oh, look, it goes up rather than down. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Unless I really hurry, we're not getting another... I don't think we're gonna get another limit break, so I need to... I cleansed it. I must have used the cleanse immediately after. I must have used the cleanse immediately after by mistake. So close to another limit break too, but I guess I just can't stay behind. I guess I just can't stay in the back like I'm supposed to. That in mind, it's probably ideal that I go back to Gunbreaker now, and actually before I queue up, let me get the portrait. The instant portrait is what the PvP is. Oh right, I need to change it back to Gunbreaker. Astra. Back of all cards and I have no healers, so I must have accidentally hit the shield a bit, then hit something else. Sure works the same. It lasts until if you reuse it using another action, or it expires on its own timer. I think 9 minutes. I guess it must have been silenced. Well, glad to see my incompetency is cross-class at the very least. Well, I mean, they're busy fighting there. I'm all too eager to... Well, yeah, they weren't paying attention, and so I was able to sneak by a little. Crap, I'm not gonna survive this. No one was even chasing me, damn it. I should have just died earlier so that I get to the respawn timer quickly. Because I tried to escape, I end up causing the timer. Damn it. I used to play 12 billion matches of Team Fortress 2. You'd think I'd be aware of how PvP, respawn timers, efficiency, and all that junk works, but evidently no. No, I don't have any idea how any of that works. Well, that was a complete waste of several items, wouldn't you say? Several extremely valuable items that boost my attack. You know what? Screw you. I'm going to just pass this. I can't see anything. The rest of my... I was gonna ask where the rest of my team is, but oh, they're already dead. That explains it. They finished killing out all my team and then came after me. Oh. Okay. No complaints here. Well, I guess I can't complain. Ah, this is the third and final map. Another gunbreaker. Awoken. That's one of the early Heavensward relics, actually. Unbinding and 12. Wow, that's interesting. They really focused me down. Final Heaven. That is the Limit Break 3 for the Monk, and it's based off of Tifa's Final Heaven from Final Fantasy VII, and the later ones where she still retains it. I think she has it in the remake as well. Where's the point? Cannot ignore the point. Damn it! Pushed me back right as I used so my limit break was completely useless. I didn't even get a chance to heal because the limit break doesn't allow me to do anything other than the finisher once I start it. And of course that will end the limit break. So I'm pretty sure I just lost us the whole match there. It sounds like an exaggeration, but since these matches are are pretty quick, they're only about 5-6 minutes apiece, I think. It's actually very easy for it's actually very easy for something like that to make a big difference. I can buy us time, but I can only buy us so much time. At the very least, I do appreciate quick and clean matches. I think one of the reasons I did end up liking Heroes of the Storm was because it has a lot of design problems, don't get me wrong, but it was a relatively fast-paced game. Game that also of course only our team got hit by that. Why wouldn't we? And yes, I do include myself in that silliness. But yeah, it was a pretty quick and easy. I guess I just liked that it was easy to go in and out of. You also didn't need to learn an entire spreadsheet of information like you do if you want to be ideal in Dota 2 or League of Legends for that matter. My understanding, League is about the same. The fact we're all dead shows that we all did what we could to stop it. I think Pokemon Unite is trying to do something similar where it's easy to go in and out of, but it has a lot of the, One thing I admit I'm not really a big fan of is the, reward tracks and stuff with a lot of competitive games. I do get the point is to give some incentive to keep playing, but it also means that you have incentive to go beyond just what's fun. Technically, this game kind of has one as well, but you cap it out extremely easily. I can show you as soon as this is over. Yeah, this technically has a reward track, but to be blunt, you blaze through it extremely quickly, and you can buy everything with it that's of value pretty much immediately. So yeah, at this point it doesn't actually... So yeah, it's not much of a reward track since you get it really quickly upon playing the modes. These PvP modes, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you'll max it out no matter what. And the rewards with it are mostly just stuff for prettying up the adventure plate. Oh, I can't. Yeah, it's PvP, so I can't look at my own adventure plate right now. I can do that once we finish. As mentioned, it's only about 5 or 6 minutes for these matches, so easy to jump in, easy to jump out, no commitment, not too much commitment, and that's also kind of why I like playing. Yeah. This is a bit of an experimental midday stream, since I usually stream a lot later. Although, if you're watching this on YouTube or on a VOD, you probably won't even notice. I should probably use the potion real quick before we go back in. Sorry sorry, Sage. You have an extremely powerful limit break, and I can't allow you free reign to use it. Poor guy died right in front of the potion. Since they have this fine, I'll go up here to see if I can't distract anyone who spawns. Too cocky. We've done plenty of this only for the enemy to do a last-minute recovery, so let's keep going. Alright, we've got a handful of people dead. I can, however, at least... They follow me all the way back here. Yes, they will. Interesting. Well, that's a couple enemies that were distracted all the way at their spawn, while our team is all the way... Never mind. That did absolutely nothing to stop their advance. Well, that's a little disheartening, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I got the heal I wanted. Ow. Wasted my limit break there, but... Were they saving it? Oh yeah, because I was so focused on them the whole time, the limit break. Yeah, because I was so focused on them, they never got a chance to use their limit break. I should probably be spending my wolf marks just so I haven't been capped out the entire time, but I also don't really have too much use for them. Most you can just get outfits and stuff for those. Stats are rather irrelevant. They're just really just for looks. and these are all from previous expansions, so the newest jobs don't have stuff they can buy, other than shared armor, of course. Some of it does look pretty good. I've seen some use the Samurai or Dark Knight to make a Metal Gear Rising looking. Oh yeah, the Adventure Plate. It's really not anything special. Yeah, you can kind of see what I was talking about there. It looks alright. I'm getting a bit exhausted, so go ahead and do this here. One more match, and I'm gonna take a break. I'll probably still stream tonight if you're watching this on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll probably put this on a separate day just to spread out the content. Alright, last match. Let's make sure to end it on a win. Unfortunately, at time of streaming, the amount of hats are still for Vera and Hrothgar are still limited. I think that's one of the reasons I hesitate to switch my character over to one of those. They did make it so that face items like glasses and some of the tiaras work, but if you like actual hats or helmets, you're going to be a little disappointed. No point engaging too early before the point's ready to be fought over. I mean, get some residual damage stuff, but it's going to recover pretty quickly. Party with a while ago. He's extremely aggressive, which does mean we can potentially... Yeah. But that's how it is. Like I said, monks and ninjas are the go-to if you want a sort of assassin-type character. A screw you in particular. If you're in a screw you in particular kind of mood, those will help you obliterate anyone you don't particularly like. Right, there's no cleansing miracle of nature. Yeah, what's functionally a stun that cannot be cleansed, AoE damage, party healing, and support. It's easy to see why white mages are considered both extremely popular and also top tier. Is our red mage just AFK? No, they're not. No, they're not. They were waiting. Okay, yeah, they were waiting for help to arrive. However, since no one is at... Was I out of MP already? I must have been. Not a very satisfying way to end it, but I'm too exhausted mentally to keep going. I'm sorry. Alright. If I'm too tired, I won't stream tonight. This was mostly an experiment since I had the day off to see if I can go through how a daytime stream does. And the nice thing about a PvP in a game like this is it's very fast, and I can get through a good amount of matches, and I don't have to commit, really. It was a bit embarrassing with how many losses I had, but that's how it is sometimes. Maybe next time I'll get mostly wins, but who knows. Well, until next time, thank you for watching, hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.